Oh, wait. Nope. Nope. I think this is right. Am I streaming? Am I live? I hope I'm live. Give me a second. So far I'm not live, but I haven't been kicked off yet, so... Yeah, this goes. Okay, I guess I'm live. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Pierre Plays Dark Souls 3. I've had a little bit more time playing around on a separate profile. I'm still playing the I've yet to make any progress prior and forward for Dark Souls, for the profile that you guys have seen, so we're continuing off where we left off. And we're going right into the Fair and Keep. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the lore towards this area based on stuff I have learned since then. I hope to be able to share with you plenty of things going on. So some things I should probably address based on things that happened in those areas that I was participating in prior, would probably include some of the Undead Settlement, where we played in earlier, when we had a lot of people visiting and joining us for chatting. I think actually everyone was. We pretty much had a case of... So what's going on with the Undead Settlement and what's going on with Dark Souls right now is it's all kind of based on just how much the world is screwed over by the Lords of Cinder that exist within this world. For those who don't know what the Lords of Cinder are, they are pretty much those who can keep the flame going by sacrificing a bit of their own humanity to keep it alive, turning their soul into a greater soul, or a Lord's soul. I exist as the Unkindled, one who has tried to sacrifice his own self to help keep the flame alight, and failed, thereby making me unkindled ash. So, with that in mind, I exist as nothing more than an absolute failure of what exists within this world. With that in mind, though, that gives me unlimited potential because I have everywhere to go but down. It's hard to go further down than 0. At this point, we're now into the Fair and Keep, a land. Well, actually, let's talk about a little about the worlds that we were in. We were in first the High Wall of Lothric, which is the Lothric Kingdom, a land ruled over by the Lothric King, which has constantly been upkeeping itself through inbreeding and kind of self-preservation, while also looking towards going about from originally killing off the dragons to now capturing and training and domesticating the dragons. I wouldn't say really domesticating, but taming the dragons themselves to fight for their will. That's why you often see weapons in the Lothric area that have a high resistance to fire, and a lot of either lightning weaponry or lightning magics, or miracles, like the sunlight spear or the lightning spear, stuff like that. A lot of that's gained from that area or from those who originally resided there. Because Lothric Kingdom was originally built upon by the gods themselves, Gwyn and his children, Guinevere and Gwendolyn, and the third child that is unnamed, purely for the fact that he had done something so vile that he had himself wiped from all history within Dark Souls, the Dark Souls universe. Moving on past that, we go into what Aldrich of the Deep has done. Aldrich was a saint prior. He believed he was... Problem is, he had a bit of a problem. He had a bit of a glutton. And nothing for anything natural or humane. No, this... Ah, shit. I died. Oh. Well, I gained some things on the way and made a little progress. I got an Estus shard, so I'll be able to get another Estus flask. That'll be helpful. Stop by and pay Firelink Shrine a visit. I was gonna take some time to go find a boss to farm on. That way I could build some embers. That way you guys wouldn't have to suffer so much through this. Though I think for the best part, I'm just gonna play out. Getting back to the subject of lore and such that we've been through so far. The Undead Settlement, which is kind of this town that sits below the Lothar Kingdom. It's kind of the townsfolk of it all. If you notice, there was a lot of undead there. A lot of them kind of working together towards, I guess, sacrificing and burning anything that they could that resembled a hollowed undead. Pretty much, to give some backstory to that, within the concept of the undead are those who are hollowed, those who lack any humanity left within them, and become nothing more than just these zombies, almost, I guess is the best way to put it. I guess the only way to really put it around is... It's okay, Jean-Zé. It's nice having you here, for the brief moment that you were here. With that, you had the Undead Settlement, where it's now becoming a problem. We've had the Undead since Dark Souls 1. It has been generations and generations now of undead that have come and gone. And with the undead, they don't technically die. You just become hollow. And when that happens, you just become a mindless zombie. And that begins to pile up. So what you notice in the Undead Settlement is a lot of bodies being caged up, or a lot of bodies being burned, or put into bags, or hung, just because they can't do anything about them at this point. There's just so many that have just piled up within this area that they just don't have any way to really deal with them anymore. And so these people just resort to nothing more than just burning them, or burying them, or doing whatever they can because it's out of control at this point. There's nothing they can really properly do to take care of this. I've had a little practice with Dark Souls since then. I've beaten a lot of the optional bosses as well as the main plot of the game. Sorry about that. I was slightly interrupted for a second there. Back to the subject on hand. Is the Undead Settlement became kind of a witch town where they were burning and killing off anyone that they probably resumed. It was kind of the town of Salem at that point, with how much it had just devolved of a city. It got so out of hand that they just couldn't find a solution for it, and things just went downhill from there. With that in mind, you end up going into a town of settlers and witch doctors who are pretty fucked up and do whatever you can to survive in this hellish town. But also, anyone that they found no longer worth it, but still not kindled, but still contained some level of humanity, would go on to the road of sacrifices towards Aldrich, because with Aldrich's hunger for men and desire to devour anything that contained humanity, he grew out of control and became a bloated mess. He became a giant sluggish creature that just should not have existed. I should probably equip that real quick. It's one of my items, because I'm going to need to take care of some of this poison every once in a while. Anything else? I should probably put fire bombs. Put that. I still have a bustle. I can probably turn those in at this point. Now we're not going to go any bit kindled into this area, purely for the fact that often within the Pharaon Keep and the Pharaon Woods, we run into watchdogs of the Pharaon, which I'll get into in a second. Getting back on point, another area we passed was with the bird-like creatures, was the Road of Sacrifices, a path that led many that were either degenerate or becoming slowly hollowed within their existence, being sent away as sacrifices to Aldrich, because Aldrich had become so hungry that he could not exist without it. His hunger became a dependency, and it destroyed him to the point that he just became a monstrosity of a being. And it was because of this that he became a... Can I steal that? Is that going to be just too... Yeah, I don't have enough strength stats for that, do I? Probably not, no. 28. I want to switch this character over to being primarily nothing but strength, but I don't know if I'm going to get that. I might just want to stick with dexterity just because it might be more valuable for me, gameplay-wise, for you guys to watch. Anyway, moving past that, we're now into the Pharaon Keep, and find ourselves in this swampish wood. To put into perspective... Oh shit. No, damn it! To put into perspective, this swamp didn't used to be like this. In fact, this swamp used to be a acceptable and hospitable forest. One that used to be the home of Artorius, the Abyss Walker, a knight of Gwyn who had fallen into disparity within the dark and was claimed by it. And with it came a cultish following towards him. Players of the first game will know that Artorius was considered one of the most interesting and unique bosses. And while it was probably one of the hardest and annoying bosses, it was widely accepted that it was mostly at the player's fault that the boss was ever existed. I shouldn't go that way. No, I shouldn't step into fire either. Do I have any rings that I can equip to better help me with this? No? I guess not. I guess I'll get a ring later on soon. I know there's some stuff that'll help me out. Shit! Dark Ray! Oh shit, I don't have enough damage to stagger. Do this fucko. Doesn't help that I'm poisoned. Shit, come on! Shit, come on! I'm used to a much longer range weapon. That's the last thing I needed. Come on. Fucker, die. Come on. I'm going to separate myself a little from him. Ah, you fuck! If you hadn't caught me off guard, I probably would have done better. I'm very disappointed in myself for that. Anyway. Well, I just lost 3,000 souls. Not like it was worth anything at this point. Now I don't want to. That's all more than anything else. I'm so pissed I don't have any good rings in this situation right now. Come on, I didn't want to roll that much. Shit. Ah! Ah, well, thank you. Got him! Woo! That was tough. He was a toughie. Ooh, got some coal. That'll help with upgrading my gear. I'll make up for the souls I lost. Yes. If I remember correctly, maybe something probably. Oh, this guy. No thanks! No thanks! I'm dead. No! Come on! What's with you? Gonna grab me again? Hunger. Do you have an affinity for fire? No, you really don't like that, do you? Get out of my face. Anyway, with Artorias, you had a forest. Oh, if only I can remember the name of it right now. forest that would lead to the tomb of Artorias. And a wolf. A great wolf. The wolf's blood, which stained the land, became a thing to be coveted. And gave, I guess, from what I can tell, gave those who accepted it an immense power. It was not an easy feat to gain this either. It was only those who were deemed worthy of becoming this water who truly grasp and gain this power. Those fuckers. And when the Abyss Watchers were called to become Lords of Cinder, the wolf's blood within the land dried up. And with it came the swamp. A disease came across the swamp and created what you see now. Oh, Sage's Scroll. That's what I needed. Like, you can even see that these mushroom men were once from that forest. And they have fallen to disparity and death and what is overtaken. It is a tragedy. Like, you can see, just look at how diseased the trees have become. Oh shit, something's there. Yeah. Blocked it again. Guess what? We're at a white birch tree. I have a friend who's just in the area, ready to take you out, giant crab. Eat shit. Oh shit. I'm gonna eat shit. There we go. There we go. Not too far. I just go up this and should be fine. Should be able to survive this. I just gotta get up there and get to that bonfire. It'll be fine. Yeah. Got to the bonfire. Wind up for the quick attack. Strong attack. Come on. Come on, let's do this. It's tango. Tango nut on the bridge. There we go. Let's check how many souls it's going to take to get to the next level. Progress. Yay. Woo! Okay. Moving on. I should probably stop at the bonfire. Heal up. I know that there's... Where's the Estus shard? There's an Estus shard that I need. No, there isn't. I already got it. Oh yes, it's in there. An undead bone shard is what I need. Not an Estus shard, but an undead bone shard. Now, I knew I was near it. There it is. Woo! There, I'm gonna go to that. Once I reach the top of this, I should be better off. We gotta join a new covenant. I prefer this covenant, the Watchdogs of Pharaon. Much like those who would watch over the forest of Artorias' grave. We have here those who will watch over the old wolf. Pharaon. Join this covenant real quick. I have no Let's join that real quick. That should keep me safe from most invasions where I am at right now. I want to do something foolish now. Go into a boss fight. Oh, I'm invading another world. Okay. I guess that's gonna happen first. Woo! I wasn't expecting it to be so fast. So yeah. The Watchdogs of Pharaon are pretty much guardians over the Abyss Watcher's grave, I guess is the best way to put it. It's gonna follow the same concept. I am summoned to another world involuntarily to go kill another player because he has decided to go and enter my realm. Not really my realm, but the home of the Abyss Watchers. And that's not allowed. That is totally illegal within these lands. So, I'm probably gonna die. This guy's gonna get some free souls. Well, no, because I get to keep my souls. Because this is involuntary. Piss this guy off a little bit. He's gonna kill me. He's totally gonna kill me. I am not skilled enough to fight another player in PvP. Not effectively, anyway. But you know what? We'll give it a shot. We'll see how this goes. Show him some respect. Another player. Shit, I did not roll well there. I'm not doing any damage to this guy. Probably because I haven't upgraded my weapon ever. Seems neither of us have really done much to improve our weaponry. Oh shit! Oh, he's gonna riposte me. And I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm alive! Problem is, axes have way better range than my weapon does. Oh, he's gonna riposte me again. Miss me. Ah, he got me just before I got him. That was some team fighting, but whatever. That's a thing. And they get my blood pumping. Ooh. My heart is racing now. That was a cheap fight anyway. That wasn't even... That shouldn't have been a real fight. We were both being real cocky with the gameplay there. But, you know, early combat. Can't help it. Anyway, now that he's totally interrupted my mojo, pull that back down. Just collapse here for a second. And we wait. I wonder if this is actually the knight armor that's just covered in a cloak. I'm really curious now. I have to compare it. Do a comparison at some point. So we're gonna go fight a stone demon. I don't remember if this really should be a boss for later on in the game, but we're gonna fight it anyway. So there's the thing about this, and that's the fact that he's turned to stone because it's more profitable for him to be a stone demon than a fire demon. Because it's been so long since the time been so long since Izalith has existed within the world and created the cursed flame that created the demons. The chaos flame, not the cursed flame, the chaos flame. That it's starting to it itself is starting to burn out. And demons are no longer surviving within this world. It's falling apart. Everything about this world is slowly becoming more and more grave. This guy seems to have already got himself into the thick of it. It's not my favorite. Oh shit, he's summoning another player. Probably a blue sentinel is coming to aid him. He's gone all the way back to the bonfire just so he could have a clean fight where he could get his soul back. What a phantom he was. I really need to upgrade my weapon if I'm only doing this much damage. Here we go. He's getting cocky if he's going shieldless. Oh, I see why. Shit. That was quite the fight. Cheap fight, just because, frankly, the combat mechanics at this point are still early on. PvP is far more interesting when you get later into the game, when you have much more interesting weaponry. But we'll ignore that fact for now. Oh, shit. I just remember where I'm going to respawn. This is going to end badly for me. Hopefully the game will be generous for me. since I had to get invaded. And it'll give me some health or something. Oh yeah, max health again. Sweet. How'd you hit me? Guess I'm invading again. It didn't used to be this common, but you know, maybe I should switch off this. But then I have the risk of being invaded if I gain an ember from this guy. So, it's a toss-up. I would love to reach rank 30 in the Watchdogs of Pharaon. That would be an interesting concept to run into. But maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. I really should just stop invading for a period. So I can, Oh, now I know where the host is. Thank you for giving yourself away, host. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Ooh, that would have been sexy if I got him. Caught him in that. killed him. Woo! That was not easy. I give it to the player for putting up a fight, especially with their whew. My heart just won't stop racing here. For putting up such a decent fight. Let's see if I can actually beat that boss now without invading another player. I would really appreciate that. Whoa! I've never seen him throw your corpse like that before. That's a thing. That is most definitely a thing. Whew. That was quite the toss he had there. Quite the arm. Let's go fight him again. So I can get my souls back. And I need to get his souls too. Frankly, fuck that. That was bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. I'm gonna switch that out for Legion Etiquette. That seems more valuable to me. Yeah. And they're like a bat. The sun! The setting sun. No! I want my souls! Okay. It seems to have given me brief pause. Got it. Oh shit, you grabbed me again. Never prepared for this. No! Why? Why with the grabby hands? Why with the grabby hands? Of an existence the demons have become at this point within the game. They are broken beings that used to be mightier than anything else. Truly, anyone who's actually played Dark Souls 1 would say, fuck the Bed of Chaos. That is the worst boss fight to ever experience. And that's because it's such bullshit of an experience. But it has such a rich story behind it that the Witch of Izalith had decided when the first flame was starting to burn out that she would recreate it. And she failed and created something far worse. Far more menacing than anything the world could have imagined. That was a flame of chaos. And it gave birth to, it became a bed of life for the demons to spawn into. We developed the worst possible thing out of that. It turned into the worst possible outcome. Little thing. Yay! Gotta head back. Gotta get that item. Yep, I already knew about it. Dream Cat Chaser's Ashes. I always found this really interesting, and that's because of the description that they have. Let's see. Umbral Ash of one who dreamt of joining the Undead Legion. With this, the Shrine Handmaiden will prepare new items. In the end, the Dream Chasers who wandered aimlessly in the rotted forest found a sense of fulfillment. The concept of it is, though there were many who dreamed of becoming part of the Legion that was the Undead Legion. They bathed within the wolf's blood and became more powerful than most and developed a kind of a satiating hunger for battle. Not even like Aldrich's problem where he had a desire for flesh and human and all things. The Undead Legion wanted nothing more than combat. And that is something that they would fight within themselves over, even.
Very well.
They would challenge one another to one-on-one combat, even to the death sometimes. And that was just so interesting. Let's put some health. Alright. That should do it for now. The rest we'll use on upgrading the weapon. This thing is weak as
That is weapon.
I don't have any. I should be better off now, though. Oh, I should have put some into. Ooh, can I still do that? I might be able to still put some into my shield.
That is weapon.
Reinforce my shield. Can't put any more into it, but that'll help at least with the stability, which if you notice on the right side of the screen, that increased a little, which will help me out a ton. Maybe it's better. This one is better, but it doesn't offer me enough damage absorption. Like, it's nice if you're used to being able to handle yourself without it, but I don't feel comfortable enough to do just that, just yet. Maybe down the road, but for now we're gonna continue to roll with the Silver Eagle Kite Shield. It just feels better rounded as a shield. I wish I had more of the Lothric stuff. Let me see if I do have any.
Pretty be careful.
So I can read it.
I know.
That stuff's real interesting. Nothing I see so far. Is it the same armor? Looks very similar, but it's not. I guess it might be Lothric armor. Gauntlets of an order of fallen knights who disbanded and fled, but met untimely deaths. The drab, tattered cloth conceals tough black metal, provides dependable protection from fire. It is possible to make out the majestic gold engravings on its surface. I always find interesting stuff. You have Umbral Ash. Dream Chasers.
Ashen one, what woeful umbral ash is this? This barren dust, stuff of a fool, won't yield aught. Where didst thou happen upon the stuff? Tell me for the sport. Oh yes, I see. Clinging to lofty dreams in this dying world, more's the pity. It must come from one most foolish indeed. Wouldst thou not agree?
Does that unlock? Oh, it unlocked the exile armor for me, which I have no real desire for. No, I killed the exiles for that. That's right. What I need... Oh, I already have the Great Key.
Ashen one.
You sure to bring me more souls. I know. Ah, there she is.
Oh, Champion of Ash, I was not meant to be a firekeeper. But I am honored to serve you beside the one the gods are ever
I really
merciful.
want to help her with her...
My gratitude lies with their I am yours.
With her progress.
Oh, you've brought me now I can tales of what fun.
Like, she has some... She's got, like, one of the
Have a pleasant
best...
journey.
The most fulfilling quest lines, I think. Next to, I think, Sigurd, which is a close second. There's some other storyline, quest lines that are in here that are worth mentioning. I liked Hawkwoods here.
Ah, another one.
Oh,
You're
I haven't
not
talked to him
alone.
yet.
Gives me conniptions. And they'd have us seek the Lords of Cinder and
Here,
return
we'll go and
to
talk to
their
him about some of the,
weird Don't you think?
Lord of Cinder here. He'll tell us.
What a sick joke. Asking us to talking truth.
Give me some other dialogue.
All good. The firekeeper must be twitching with delight. But what do you really know
There we go.
about these Lords of Cinder? These supposed legends? Let's take Aldrich for one. A right and proper cleric. Only he developed a habit of devouring men. He ate so many that he bloated like a drowned pig, then softened into sludge. So they stuck him in the Cathedral of the Deep, and they made him a Lord of Cinder, not for virtue, but for might. Such as a lord, I suppose. But here I ask, do we have a sodding chance?
He is right to question the chance of us surviving this.
At the foot of Lothric Castle, an old path still runs below
Yeah,
the
and
tower.
here he
in
tells
the
us a little
undead
about the undead settlement.
It was used to transport sacrifices to the Cathedral of the Deep. You should see where it leads, if you've the stones for it.
It really does take you to the Cathedral of the Deep, which we bypassed and chose not to take on the Crystal Sage just yet. Purely because I wanted the, what's it called? The Covenant, Watchdogs of Faron. Just because there'll be more within my best
You
interest not
haven't
to.
given up yet? Then you're a brasher lad than I thought. You can make better use of this.
Heavy jump.
I don't need it. Not now I've flown the coop.
Let's see. What's the stats on that? Oh, I got that. I don't need that, though. Oh, wait. I haven't got them.
The
Here we go.
Undead Legion of Faron is a caravan of undead, sworn by wolf's blood to contain the abyss. The Legion will bury a kingdom at the first sign of exposure. Joyous bunch, really. Gaining admission to the Legion is a matter of some ceremony. Inside their keep, snuffing out the flames of 3 altars opens the door to the wolf blood. Even accursed undead want to believe they're special, it seems.
Which is what I was doing. I was putting out the flames within the Faron Keep so that way I could open the gate to the keep, to the true entrance of the keep. To better explain, the Abyss was something in Dark Souls 1. original Dark Souls, that got really, really out of hand. To put it into perspective, let's see. We'll go to the crucifixion ones. The Abyss is what claimed so many and so many beings, and drove such a divide within the world of Dark Souls that it just kind of fell apart. So much so that Gwyn sent Artorias to go investigate and put an end to it, which drove him into madness. He became the Abyss Walker because of that. And it is because of Artorias' efforts to try and put an end to the Abyss that the Abyss Watchers was formed, as to watch over any kingdom within all of the world. Yeah, now we're doing damage. And to guarantee the sovereignty of the world. To keep that from ever happening.